Well, thanks for joining us on our Wednesday outings. Steve and myself today we're at Holme's Chapel in Cliviger near Burnley. And the reason for this is that little building across there used to be my little primary school in 1942. And when I went there, well, you wouldn't believe it, but they had paraffin lamps for lighting and they had slate and chalk, nothing else. But the main purpose for the visit today is right opposite the pub here is a beautiful little church. And we're not going to visit the church, but we're going to look in the graveyard. And why would anybody want to look in an old graveyard? Because this church was built towards the end of the 17th century. And I think it holds 400 people. And it's quite a steep path that to the top. They've actually got a handrail to help the parishioners to get there. And it's got quite a nice front. And it's a grade 2 listed building. But the reason we're here is, well, yeah, to look at that beautiful view of the Cliviger Gorge, the valley. But we're here to look at a grave, a particular grave. Well, there's two graves, but the first one belongs to General Sir James Yorke Scarlett, and cast your mind back to the Crimea War and the Battle of Balaclava. And he commanded the Heavy Brigade, and there was 800 soldiers that he commanded, and they charged 2,000 Russians, and they won. Now this chap here is another he's a colonel, Sir John Hardy Thursby, BA, and he was a benefactor for Burnley in more than one area. And the first was he provided the land for Victoria Hospital, and he also provided land and money for a park, which was Queen's Park in Burnley. And what people, what men. And they gave, they were landowners, fair enough, but they shared the wealth in those days. Well, I believe in those days the town or the village came under jurisdiction of Todmorden, and then over the years it changed to Burnley. Now we're going to be visiting Todmorden again, but only briefly. We're just going to have a look at the canal. And if you ever get to Todmorden, you fancy a nice little relaxing walk, find the canal towpath. You don't have to go far, but you'll see some lovely scenery, and it's a nice easy walk too. Well, thanks for joining us, and from Steve and myself, well, see you again. Bye for now.